So tonight we're getting steamy in Goring. Good evening. I'm off to a very special place. This was actually a request that came in. I'm going to the Fynn to try some smoked barbecue food. It feels like it's about 8 o'clock, but it's actually only about 5:20. I'm not really sure what to expect, but I know they've got quite the reputation, this place. I spy a horse box. Smells good. Hello?
Hi, how you doing?
James?
You will? Yes.
Yeah, good to meet you. I'm Andy. How are you?
Nice to meet you. James, Kai.
Hi, Kai. Nice to meet you. How are you going?
Tonight you're at the Colacicco's at the Fynn on the Goring Road in Worthing.
This is exciting because I don't think I've ever had like something close to, you know, the authentic.
Yeah, I think the difference between the food you'll get in most food trucks to the food you'll get in restaurants is we're not trying to sell to thousands of people a week. We sell to less people, but the food you get would be no different to coming to my house and me cooking for you at my house. So it's all fresh, it's all locally sourced. Nothing's from the freezer. The smash burgers, the principle behind them is you get a patty and you squash it. You make it as thin as you can and they cook really, really fast. It's like a Neapolitan pizza. 90 seconds, you're done. Because it's 2 patties, you get 2 layers of sauce, 2 layers of cheese, 2 layers of onions. Then into the brioche bun, which we've got a butter roller. We toast it slightly on the grill, just get a bit more of the flavour into it. And then you end up with a really nice, very, very moist burger.
You had me at butter roller.
Yes, it is the best toy I brought this year. Smashed cheeseburger with burger sauce. Nothing else fancy in there. We don't do salad.
You don't do salad?
No, we don't do salad, not here. It's not that I'm against salad, it just doesn't belong in a burger, in my opinion.
Well, do you know what? If you want the comments section to go crazy, let's ask them.
Yeah, why not? Let's see what they say.
Does a salad belong in a burger?
I don't believe in the tomatoes, the lettuce. They're like fillers to make it taller. All we want's the burger and the cheese and some onions perhaps. And sauce.
I don't want to disagree with you, but I don't mind a little bit.
Yeah?
A little bit, like a crisp bit of iceberg lettuce, a nice tomato.
Let's give it a go. It was for someone else, but I think after what you said, we need to see what you think of that without lettuce.
So here we go. We've got this smash burger, which I've actually stolen. It was meant to be for someone else, right? Should salad be in a burger? There's no salad in this burger. Is it going to affect the burger? Of course, I can't just eat it. I have to film it. So there you go. Basically, just cheese, beef, homemade burger sauce. Let's have the first bite. Try not to drop it. I could come around to the argument. That's a really good burger. Perfect if you just want a little snack and you don't have to fill up on fries. That's really good. Very much recommend that. This is a very good start. Oh, there's a lot of chips here. I'm just going to have to turn the camera around and get a chip shot.
Do you want some cheese sauce on there?
It's quick, it's fast and it's fresh. Very good start, guys.
Thank you.
You smashed it.
This is the brisket. So there's lots and lots of different ways, and I'm always trying to up my game. I've gone for a slightly different method of smoking it to my usual. So this went into the smoker at 225 degrees, and it smokes away with wood for approximately 7 hours. And with any luck, we're sitting around 195 to 200 degrees.
Look at that smoke coming off that.
It should have absorbed all the juices that are available. As you can see, there's not many left.
7 hours.
Yeah, that's just the first part of the cook. So it takes a while, but because it's a new to me method, generally you'd want to push the brisket and see it wobble. We've not got the wobble factor on this, so it's not going to be the best brisket I've ever made. It's going to be a little bit more firm. But that being said, flavour will be there. It's a little bit more like the hot and fast as opposed to low and slow.
Let's have a look at this cross section then.
As you can see, it's a little drier than I'd have liked it to have been, but the flavours will still be there.
Yeah.
And I'll continue to cook with my old method for next week, because this new one hasn't done me very well the last 2 days.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's all about experimentation, but if each experimentation takes 7 hours...
Yeah, every time I do it. So what we're going to do is go straight through the middle.
A little bit. Look at that.
Yeah, so this should be pouring with oils, so it's a little drier than I'd like.
If that doesn't make you hungry,
what will?
what will? Exactly.
So we'll get a couple of slices in.
I'd just like to apologise to my friends at the moment who are definitely not eating this food. They're probably eating something less exciting. I'd like to think a microwave meal or some leftovers in the fridge.
But if you want to try a piece at the end there.
Wow, look at that. So let's pick it up and inspect it. So here I am with this lovely piece of brisket. Try and get a bit of the glaze there. Right. Oh, and he dropped it. Just need to brush it off.
No, bin that one. Let's get you another one. There'll be a dog come by later on.
Yeah. Oh God, do you know what? I feel really bad about that because There you go. It's the risk of being a content creator. It's trying to take the shots.
You shouldn't have been mean to the lettuce.
The lettuce has done that to me. Do you know what? That piece looked amazing as well, but there you go. I guess comment below if you would have picked that up and eaten it.
Because I don't like it when things aren't done right, I tend to give it away a little bit quicker. It's lovely, it really is. It's just not quite where I'd like it.
You're obviously a bit of a perfectionist, James.
If you do something, you do it properly, right? I mean, I'm only as good as my last meal.
This time I'm not going to risk dropping it. Can I approach the brisket?
Yeah, carry on.
You're not going to get the other shot because I'm not dropping it this time. I'll just show you there. There it is.
Wasn't there?
It's pretty good. Really nice brisket, very, very tasty. A little drier, as James has said, but still very, very tasty.
The flavour's there.
The flavour's
just expect it to be wetter next time.
Yeah.
I'll get the ribs. A little sticky with the sauce that we put on it for the final stages.
Oh.
And then just a nice cut through the middle. As you can see, it cuts with a knife absolutely perfectly without ripping. This is what the beef brisket should have been like.
So tell us a bit about these ribs, James.
So the ribs, it's pork baby back ribs. They're just lovely. They take me about 5 hours to get them to this state, and they take about 2 minutes to eat. So this is the platter. So
talk us through the plate, as they say on Pointless.
We've got pork, you've got half a rack of pork baby back ribs.
Yeah.
We've got some potato wedges, pulled pork, beef brisket, coleslaw. Did I say barbecue beans? And then we've got a couple of sauces in there. We've got mustard mayo and barbecue. All in a platter, pop a lid on top, and it's good to go.
So the important question, price.
For this one, £37. It will feed 1 to 2 people. If you're a scaffolder or a bricklayer, from what I've seen of those guys, you'll probably want 3 of these. You can sit down in a pub and just let the world unwind around you, or you can take it home. There we are.
That's amazing.
He's put back to his car.
You better not wait too long because someone might lift that.
Can we get your platter done?
Let's get the platter on.
Are you hungry?
I am as hungry as I can be. I will do what I can. In the name of food journalism, I will do my best.
It's a hard job, but someone's got to do it, right?
Someone's got to do it. And somehow that job has fallen to me. But you know, this is what it's about. We're bringing you exactly what the food is going to look like if you come along here. And where else are you pitched up regularly, James?
So I've got 5 regular pitches. Every first Friday of the month, I'm at the Maypole in Yapton. Every second Friday of the month, I'm here at the Fynn on the Goring Road, Worthing. Every third, I'm at the Locomotive, which is next to the Lyminster Level Crossing in Littlehampton. Every fourth, I'm starting up at the Bear, which is a new sports bar in Littlehampton. It's a really good bar. The idea is just over a year old.
Really? I would have guessed a lot longer. Okay.
I've been cooking for a very long time. I do like barbecues. When my wife and I were looking at moving, top of my list was a garden big enough for an outdoor kitchen. I do wonder if the food's the reason she married me.
So I noticed you only put a little bit on. Is that because it's pretty rich barbecue sauce?
No, not so much. It's more about flavour. So a lot of times when you go out and you'll get yourself some pulled pork somewhere, it's saturated in sauce. You might as well just ask for a bottle of sauce and eat the sauce. I want you to taste the pork. It took me hours to cook it. I want you to taste the pork. Don't tell anyone, right? But if you come here in the month of December and you see me and you say, Andy eats, don't say it too loudly. People can't be known about this. You can have a smashed cheeseburger or smashed burger with potato wedges as a side for £10. That saves you £2.50-ish, depending if you're having cheese or not. But keep it a secret. I don't run out of stock too quick. Happy Christmas.
Dangle it towards the camera.
Yeah, on the side.
It's quite dangerous, but
So you should be able to bend it over your finger without it ripping. So what they do in Texas, when they smoke the brisket, they cut it quite thin, they put it over their finger. The idea is that it sits there and it doesn't fall apart. That suggests you've cooked it properly. Where mine isn't quite as good today, it's not oozing moisture. That's the fats. So it will still be very nice, and as you can see, it will pull nice and easy. So it will be very, very nice to eat, nice and tender. But it's just not quite as juicy.
one Texas Twinkie. Wow, that is amazing. Tell me about the Texas
So
Twinkie.
they're like my signature thing. No one around here does them. I find it hard to find them in the UK, just generally, even at smokehouses. People like mozzarella poppers, which is the same thing. Effectively, it's cheese, it's not pork. They're lovely little bites. You need to be a meat eater to enjoy one, obviously, because it's pork. It's a great little pub, and it's a lovely little pub. It really is.
I'll certainly be coming back to this pub again.
Yes, on the second Friday of the month. The concept of this came about just over a year ago. So I take it to pubs, I take it to weddings, I take it to birthdays, and it works. People love the food, and it's very hard to get good quality smoked food, which I love. I have Modo Joe, Big Joe free at home. I've been barbecuing since I moved out. One of the first things I bought was a barbecue, and I moved out when I was 18. A proper smokehouse, they're few and far between. So my great-grandfather was Italian. My grandfather came to the UK as a young boy, obviously Italian. I'm not very Italian, I'm very much English. I'm 6'2", I barely get a suntan, I'm good at turning red. So a few years ago, I went out for a bike ride in the morning. I got about a mile down the road and had a ruptured brain aneurysm.
Oh.
So rushed into hospital, the following day I had emergency brain surgery. I've got a coil, I think they call it.
Oh yeah.
But my brain, you know when you get a computer, you get like super computers. Yeah, mine's more like 2 gig of RAM now. It's nowhere near super. For cooking, it doesn't matter. It's all good.
Did that sort of change the direction of what you're doing? What were you doing back then, before you went on your bike rides?
So I spent a long time doing surveillance for a living. Used to find people, follow people, all for blue chip companies, did close protection, and then I became a dad. And surveillance isn't the job for a dad. You'd never be in. So I stopped doing that, and I was a stay-at-home father with my wife until both my boys started school. When they started school, I had already suffered the brain aneurysm, so I attempted to work for the council. But council work compared to private work, they're two different, very, very different places. And I struggled a bit with the logic of council because it's not an instant decision. I left that job and decided to do something that I enjoy, which is food.
Ribs and wedges, please.
Ribs and wedges.
So you were, I guess you were kind of like the people in Hunted, were you?
Yeah, when you know how to go missing, it's relatively easy to go missing. It's the digital footprint that you leave. You go to a bank, you take the money out, get on a bus, get on a taxi, get on the same bus back where you went, you get on a bus, and then before they shut the door, you get out the bus. So anyone following you is now trapped on the bus. You go to the London Underground, you get on the carriage, or you stand close to the carriage, but you don't get on the carriage.
Ah, yes.
There's vast tricks to do counter surveillance to make people stand out. It was a good life, but not the life of a dad. A lot of people didn't believe me, so I used to give different stories.
Smash burger with the...
So if someone comes up to you hungry, what are you recommending, James?
If someone likes burgers, I'll tell them they're going to have the best burger they've ever had, because they will. The thing is, where I live in Littlehampton, it's a relatively deprived place. So I'm selling to people at a price where the rich can afford, but the people that just want that once a month treat can afford it too. If a customer comes up to me, I don't know who I'm talking to, and I don't want to put unfair pressure on people. So to explore what the person wants and work out what fits them best, that's my goal.
Nice.
What I like compared to what you like or Kai likes, different.
Yeah.
It's different. And if all you want is a burger, it will be the best burger you've ever had.
There you go.
Yeah, without lettuce.
Look at the size of that. You can't cook that at home, and I think that's the definition of food that I want to eat. It's food that I can't make at home. No way I can smoke for 18 hours or however long you cook this for. This food I can't get. I can't make this at home. I can't even buy a brisket in Tesco. I always want to eat this food that I can't make.
Just when I thought the food was over, there's some ribs on offer. Look at these. They've got the jalapeno and the barbecue sauce on them. You hungry? So I will at least be able to hold it up to the camera and not drop it, hopefully. Right, here we go. Oh wow.
Yeah.
That sauce is dangerous because you know it's going to burn, but you just want more of it, don't you?
That's a homemade jalapeno and a homemade barbecue. Just creep up on you.
And then, the sweetness of the barbecue.
That is a great combination. It's been a good service for these guys. So this is probably my final bite of the night, but it's so good. If by now I haven't convinced you to visit this place, then I've kind of failed, really, haven't I? I've got a huge amount of food left over to try. If you've got a chance to come down here, when he's down here next, check his socials. It's definitely worth a go. I'm now very full. Good night.
Best burger that I've ever had.